not too long ago, I reviewed the RØDE Wireless Micro, which was already a very great microphone for your smartphone. It came with a USB-C connector as the receiver, and it just gave great quality audio. Today, I have the latest version. This again is the RØDE Wireless Micro, but this is made for cameras. Now you can see by the design, it has an OLED screen for the receiver for your camera, which I'm going to go through some of the settings, showcase how great this sounds, and just why it's perfect for all your content creation needs. But not just that, this also still comes with a smartphone connector with the USB-C connector receiver. We're going to test that out with my Sony a7C camera and showcase how great this is. Make sure to check the link in the description and let's get into it. Now in the box, you get the TRS cable. You also have a USB-C smartphone connector as well as a receiver if you want to use this with your phone. USB-C charging cable. You can actually use this to connect the receiver to your laptop if you ever want to update the firmware of the microphone using the RØDE Central app. You have a couple of wind protection guards for the microphones. Then you have the mic itself. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now the design of the transmitters are the same as the previous RØDE Wireless Micro. It does come with a magnetic attachment that you can put behind your clothing, but also you can just use the clip as standard. And this is an omnidirectional mic as well. This gives you around 7 hours of usage time for both the transmitter and the receiver, and that gets enhanced by the charging case to lengthen the battery life. And just before I dive into the receiver here, just a quick look at the key specs as you can see on the screen now. So this is the OLED display for the camera receiver. You can see the battery life on top of the transmitters there. I've got just one of them out of the charging case, but you can also see the battery life and the gain levels and the mode as well for the audio right there in the middle for the receiver. Now you have some press buttons here. You've got a power button at the top as well if you do want to power this on and off manually. On the left you have the TRS port and also the USB-C charging port. Let's go ahead and take a look at the buttons. So if I go ahead and press the middle button, these are the options. They're very simple. You can set the output gain. There are 3 levels, so low, medium and high. You just adjust it right here. Then you also have the output mode. So I have it merged for mono, and then you can go down to split, which is basically stereo mode. I'm going to leave it on mono and showcase how great that sounds. And then finally you can adjust the brightness of this screen. I'm going to leave it at max. It just looks great. So the options are very simple, easy to navigate and easy to use. So we'll go ahead and set this up with my camera and showcase how great this sounds. Okay, so this is the audio whilst I'm just holding the transmitter in my hand. Of course, I'm going to test it out by putting it onto my jumper, but I just wanted to showcase the various different positions that you can use this microphone because this is omnidirectional. So no matter where you position it, whether it's higher up, you can mount it on something else. You could even clip it onto your cap that's facing downwards and it will still give you really great audio. So this is how great it sounds, and I'm going to go ahead, position it onto my jumper here, and then use the magnetic clip attachment at the back of this, and then we'll go ahead and see how much of a difference that makes. But this is set to volume level 3 on the gain settings, on the receiver, on the camera. So let's go ahead and try out some other scenarios. So now I have this connected here, but I have to say that this is extremely lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have anything attached to me. This is just great. And RØDE, you know, are at the forefront of their microphone technology. They've been used by so many filmmakers, content creators, and I can see why this is going to be the complete package if you want to shoot with either your camera or your smartphone using the USB-C receiver. But now I also want to test this by putting it onto my cap, which I've seen a couple of YouTubers do in the past as well. Place their microphones on the cap, have it face downwards, and see how the audio comes out in that situation. Now take a look at this. I've got the transmitter clipped to my cap here. Do you see that? Now this is really convenient because if you are wearing a type of clothing where it's not easy to clip on, or it's a little bit low down, low cut, or if you just don't want anything attached to you and you do wear a cap, then this is going to be a very great option as well, because then you literally have nothing attached to your body, just on the top of your head. But the main thing is that the audio quality still is maintained as good as if it was clipped onto your clothing just over here. So I think that is a really great thing, and having an omnidirectional microphone is the only way that this is going to work. So the RØDE Wireless Micro is absolutely great for that. But of course, I'm indoors in a nice quiet environment. I also want to test how this sounds outdoors. So we're going to go ahead, step outside, and I'm going to try one of the wind guards as well, see how much of a difference that makes. And hopefully you can see how great this is outdoors as well, if that is something that you do for your filming. Right, so now we're outdoors. A little bit of a windy day today, but mostly it's dry. The sun is out, but there is a very busy road just on the other side of my house here, which I will get a little bit closer to. But I've got this attached to my jumper. I've got the wind guard on there, and you can still hear how great this sounds as well. So if you're the type of person that does filming outdoors, you don't have to worry about any distortion or lack of clarity, or even a lot of background noise. Now, let's go ahead and step a little bit closer to the road where there's a lot of cars going by, where it's very loud, and we'll see how great this still sounds with the wind protection onto the microphone. Okay, you can see there is a road behind me, and there's plenty of cars going by. So although I'm standing here, I can hear the traffic very loud. Like you see, this truck just went by. Can you still hear my audio very clearly through the Rode Wireless Micro? So let's go ahead, head back in, and we'll finalize the video with my final thoughts. So there we have it. That's the Rode Wireless Micro. Comes in at just around $149 retail. So it's absolutely great value for money. Make sure to check the link in the description. I'm super happy with how this sounds. I can use this in pretty much any use case for all of my filming, whether I shoot with my iPhone or I'm going to be shooting with my camera. Let me know if you have any comments down below. I'll get back to you as soon as you can. If you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you all next time.